One. Welcome back to my channel. I am Garima Singh signing in for today's lecture. In today's video, we'll be doing about the do's and don'ts of the Consumer Equilibrium IC Analysis chapter, which is our chapter number 4. Okay, I am assuming that all of you have already revised the videos of the concerned chapter and are now aware with the concept. Now, these are the things that you need to take care of. The number one point is never believe that IC in an indifference map will be parallel to each other or cutting each other. Okay, it means IC curve, indifference curve on an indifference curve map will be parallel to each other. Okay, or may not be parallel to each other, and also it is the necessary condition is they will not ever intersect or cut each other. Okay, now let's understand the statement and what is the reason behind it. Coming to the graphical representation of IC curve, all of you are aware that IC is convex in shape and they never intersect. This is the right way to present IC curve on an indifference curve map, and this is the wrong way. When both the IC will intersect, it will lead to the confusion. Okay, and there are chances that the consumer may shift from this point to other point. Okay, now this was one. Other thing what we have learned here, that IC in an indifference curve will never be parallel to each other. Why? Number one reason is they are not based on the cardinal number of approach. एक तो cardinal number of approach we are not following here, we are following ordinal number of approach. So number one question for you today is you need to write down the difference between the cardinal number approach and ordinal approach in the comment section. Okay, so that I am aware you have watched my previous video and all your concepts are clear. Now, and the second and the very most important reason behind this point is MRS is declining. MRS, marginal rate of substitution, it is the slope of IC. It is declining. We are aware of that कि MRS diminish करेगा, but need not to be the same for all the combinations in this schedule. इसका मतलब है MRS decline तो कर रहा है, लेकिन जरूरी नहीं है कि MRS सेम कांस्टेंट रेट से डिक्लाइन कर रहा है. ओके, therefore this point is justified here. One more thing here, guys. If you guys are not able to relate to the concept of indifference curve, what is indifference curve map, its properties, what is this MRS, I would request you to go to the previous video and go and revise all your concepts so that you can easily relate to the content of this video. Okay, coming to the second point, listen to it very carefully. When we talk about consumer equilibrium, we have done two analyses. One is utility analysis and other was indifference curve analysis. Always remember, consumer equilibrium yield the same result. दोनों में same result ही आएगा, whether it is the utility analysis or the indifference curve analysis. Okay, let me now justify the above statement. Let's take an example here. Talk about utility analysis. Okay, what is utility analysis? Consumer equilibrium point, it is MUX by PX is equals to MUY by PY. Okay, this is the condition for equilibrium. Now decoding this MUX by PX, if we talk about in case of good X, it is the change in total utility in terms of change in good X, and similarly this is the change in total utility in terms of good Y. Now if you place these values here in the formula, and you will get TU, change in TU by change in X by change in TU by change in Y is equals to PX by PY. Now just simplifying the equation, change in TU will cancel out and what we will get is change in Y by change in X, which is equals to PX by PY. This is what? This is equal to the MRS, marginal rate of substitution, which is the slope of IC. I hope now you are clear कि how consumer equilibrium both in the case of utility and indifference curve yield the same result. We have started with the utility analysis and end up getting the result equal to indifference curve analysis. I hope this is clear. Coming to the last point for the do's and don'ts, guys, make sure you watch this video till the end because I will be sharing important questions and numericals also in this video only. Okay, now third point says change in the price of the commodity. ओके, इट विल, अगर किसी कमोडिटी के प्राइस में चेंज आया, इंक्रीज हुई, तो प्राइस इंक्रीज हुआ तो हम कम क्वांटिटी में खरीदते हैं, और प्राइस अगर डिक्रीज हुआ तो हम ज्यादा क्वांटिटी में खरीदते हैं. So change in the price will directly impact the price line or the budget line. I hope you are clear with the concept. Budget line is also known as price line. Okay, मतलब अगर प्राइस में चेंज होगा तो उससे डायरेक्टली हमारा किसके ऊपर इम्पैक्ट पड़ेगा, हमारी बजट लाइन पे या प्राइस लाइन पे. ओके, so if the price of the commodity decrease, the consumer will shift to higher IC. Why? Because the real income of the consumer will increase. पहले अगर एज्यूम करती हूँ मैं 10 रुपए में, इफ आई वॉज हैविंग 1 चॉकलेट, ओके, नाउ द प्राइस ऑफ द चॉकलेट डिक्रीजेस, नाउ आई एम एबल टू बाय फ्रॉम दैट 10 रुपीज 2 चॉकलेट्स. ओके, इट मीन्स मेरी रियल इनकम इंक्रीज हो गई है एंड मेरी लेवल ऑफ सेटिस्फैक्शन भी ज्यादा होगी. देयरफॉर आई विल शिफ्ट टू हायर आईसी. इसका सिमिलर होगा वाइस वर्सा, अगर हमारा प्राइस इंक्रीज हो जाता है, महंगा हो गया, तो कमोडिटी ऑफ द क्वांटिटी ऑफ द कमोडिटी विल डिक्रीज अकॉर्डिंगली. Therefore, I hope you would have got the concept that change in price will directly impact the budget line or the price line. Okay, now coming to the new term, which is the real income. Why here is used for the word income. Real income refers to the amount of goods the consumer can buy from his given money income. भाई वो अमाउंट ऑफ गुड्स जो कंज्यूमर खरीदेगा उसके पैसों से, उसके मनी इनकम से. ओके, दैट विल बी टर्म्ड एज रियल इनकम, एंड द चेंज इन द प्राइस ब्रिंग्स द चेंज इन द रियल इनकम ऑफ द कंज्यूमर. ओके, नाउ कमिंग टू द सेक्शन कॉल्ड टर्न योर ब्रेन. नंबर 1 क्वेश्चन इज, how does MRS impact the shape of IC? As we all know, MRS, marginal rate of substitution, is the slope of IC curve. Okay, so how does this slope of IC lead to the change in the shape of IC? Okay, coming to the answer, as we all know, MRS is the only reason which defines the convexity, the shape of IC. Therefore, if we will have higher MRS, it means higher convexity. Therefore, we can say marginal rate of substitution tend to change the shape of IC. This triangle here is used for the word change. Okay, I hope the concept behind how MRS changed the shape of IC is clear to you guys, because MRS is only the reason behind the shape of IC convexity shape. Okay, if you guys are not able to remember or relate to the concept why IC is convex in shape, I would request go back to the previous video and revise all your concept. Also, to make it very convenient for you all, I will be linking the link of my previous video by the end of the video. Okay, now the second question of the day is factors that affect the budget line. This is very simple, very theoretical. I am assuming that all of you can answer this. Please answer the second question, factors that affect the budget line, in the comment section. Number 1 question was difference between the ordinal and the cardinal number, and second question is this, which you need to comment in the comment section. Okay, now moving to the numerical part. So guys, now let's see some different type of numerical that you can encounter during your examination. Okay, now the next question is, if suppose this type of question comes to you, okay, when you are appearing in your exam, it says consumer budget is given ₹40 and the consumer buys 2 good 1 and good 2. Okay, this thing is clear because when we talk about IC curve analysis, there are 2 goods that also substitute goods. Okay, price of 1 good is ₹8 per unit and price of good 2 is 10 rupees per unit. Now the question demands, listen to this very carefully, read the questions very carefully and understand what the question is demanding. As this question is demanding to draw you have to draw a budget line. Okay, budget line is the price line. What are the various combinations that could come in this income, ₹40. Okay, now as you all know, the consumer equilibrium condition is P1 x1 plus P2 x2 should be equal to our y. Okay, so just simply putting up the values here, P1 was 8 rupees per unit and x1 हमें पता नहीं है कितनी क्वांटिटी हम गुड की लेंगे, एंड P2 का प्राइस वॉज 10 रुपीज पर यूनिट एंड x2 की क्वांटिटी वॉज ऑल्सो अननोन. All of this should be equal to the ₹40, which is our income. Now Because the quantity is not given, let's assume two conditions here. Suppose I consume only good one, I spend entire income on good one. Okay, supposing the quantity of good 2 should be equal to 0, तो मेरी x1 की वैल्यू क्या आएगी 5 यूनिट. And similarly, if I assume that I am going to spend my entire income on good 2, I'll take x1 equal to 0. So the units I got here is x2 is equals to 4 after substituting the value, and this 10 will go here and will come in the denominator, and after dividing 40 by 10 will get 4. Okay, so we got the conclusion that if the entire income is spent on good 1, we'll get 5 unit, and if the entire income is spent on good 2, we'll get the 4 unit. So you have a clear idea, the budget line will lie between these 2 points, which is 5 unit and 4 unit. Okay, coming to the representation of the diagram, as usual on y-axis will take good 2 and x-axis will take good 1. When I spend my entire income on good 1, I got 5 unit. Okay, and when I spend my entire income on good 2, I got 4 unit. So it is clear, 4 on the y-axis and 5 on the x-axis is the point where my budget line or the price line will lie. Simply I'll plot it, given my income is rupees 40. Now let's see another type of numerical that you can encounter in your exam. Coming to the next question, let's see what the question demands. Always and always read the question very carefully so that you understand what you have to answer, and be very precise while answering and answer according to the demand of the question. Okay, now let's see this question. If it says consumer consumes 2 goods, good 1 is available at price 1, P1 equal to 4 rupees per unit, and good 2 is available at price 2, which is 5 rupees per unit. Income given of the consumer is rupees 20. Now the very first part asks, draw the equation of the budget line. Here it is demanding you to answer the equation of the budget line. Okay, so remember, you just have to give the equation. Okay, simply putting the above value in the formula, which is P1 x1 plus P2 x2 is equals to y. So our budget line equation will be 4x1 plus 5x2 is equals to 20. Now the second part demands how much the consumer spend if he consume only one good. ठीक है, तो इसमें पूछा है अगर consumer is consuming only good 1, so what is the quantity that consumer will be consuming? Let's assume quantity of good 2 equal to 0. Simply putting up the value like we did in the previous question, we'll get the quantity of good 1. Third part says find the slope of the budget line. As we only have price with us, okay, so slope will be P1 by P2. Putting up the value, we'll get the marginal rate of substitution, which is 4 by 5. After dividing it, we'll get 0.8. Okay, now moving to the next question. Similarly, this is the other kind of the question that you can encounter from this chapter. Okay, it says if you are given P1, X1, P2 and X2, and now you are supposed to find out the income of the consumer. Simple hai. Just put all the values in the formula P1 x1 plus P2 x2. You will get the consumer equilibrium. You guys need to solve this question and answer the income of the consumer in the comment section. So for today you have 3 answers which you are supposed to answer in the comment section. Make sure you answer each of the question. Coming to the next question, it says what do you understand by monotonic preferences? This thing I have explained in my video. Mono means 1. It means when a consumer has monotonic preference, it means the consumer will go on consuming only one good, as that one good gives him the highest satisfaction. Therefore, his preference of consuming only one good will be termed as monotonic preferences. Okay, that's it. Now I am signing off from this video. Guys, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and most importantly, please do not forget to press this thumbs up icon under my video. It will mean a lot. See you very soon. Thank you.